Hey guys, what's up? Nerd Talk of the Week has obviously been Guardians of the Galaxy. I had a chance to check it out on opening day, and let me tell you, it certainly lived up to expectations. Now, I'm going to do this in two parts. I'm going to start off with just general impressions, and then I'm going to get into a few of the spoilery bits of the movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, I will clearly let you know where the spoilers begin, and in the meantime, feel free to check out this video here, and then come back to this one after you've seen the movie. Now, when we saw the first trailer, everybody was thinking, what the hell is this? There's too much humor in this. This is like a comedy. Marvel doesn't do comedies. They need to do serious superhero movies. Just forget about all that, because this worked perfectly, and yes, it fits into the Marvel Universe now. We've never seen the cosmic aspect before, and we got it now, and it's beautiful. Beautiful. Visually, it's absolutely stunning, and easily the most impressive looking Marvel movie yet. And that's saying a lot, because the Avengers look great. I wouldn't say it's my favorite of the Marvel movies yet, but it's definitely in the top 3. I think it's only behind the Avengers and Captain America 2. And those two kind of flip-flop depending on the day, because I'm still undecided on that. The Guardians property was very risky for Marvel, simply because nobody, including a lot of comic book nerds, know who the hell the Guardians of the Galaxy is. And it's kind of risky to go from, a Captain America, Thor, Iron Man to this unknown property. But it worked beautifully. And some people are calling this the Avengers in space. I can easily see Chris Pratt's Star-Lord becoming the new face of the Marvel Universe if Robert Downey Jr. decides to step away from the Iron Man role. He is absolutely perfect in this role. He's funny as all hell, a little naive, a little soft-hearted it seems, but still a badass. He can get himself out of some scrapes. But I don't think it's any surprise to anybody that the big star of this movie is Rocket Raccoon. I thought Rocket was cool, but in the movie he's absolutely amazing, because I never thought you would get emotional over a CG raccoon. Bradley Cooper voices this character amazingly. Like, you look at it and you don't even think it's CG, because it's just so beautiful and so perfect. Anytime he's on the screen, you just love to watch him, because he's so much fun. And his compatriot Groot, who is and he's just a tree that says one phrase, but it works. Vin Diesel did a hell of a job with what he had, and it turned out amazing. I mean, it's just hard to fault this movie a lot. Gamora was great. Drax was really impressive. I didn't expect to like Drax very much, but he was awesome, and he was funny. Gamora was pretty much the straight lace, but she had a few too. I would go so far as to call this a comedy, because it's funny as hell, but it doesn't skip on the action scenes. The action scenes are great, and you're introduced to a lot. There's a lot of information to take in, but it doesn't feel like a burden. The 2-hour runtime did not seem like that. It just flew by, because it was so much fun and so visually exciting and stimulating that it's just hard to keep your breath, and that's a good thing. Now, real quick, let's talk the villains. You've got, Gamora at the beginning, and then her sister Nebula, who was great, who was, she looked awesome, and she was pretty badass too. But the main villain was Ronan the Accuser, and I've got to say he is definitely my favorite looking villain so far in the Marvel Universe. He just looked awesome, and he was a complete, no-nonsense, just badass. You know, Drax, who's the big, muscle-bound, basically the Hulk of the group if we're going the Avengers route, gets his ass handed to him by Ronan without even trying, really. And you actually fear Ronan. Like, he can do some damage. But the coolest thing of all for me, you know, to tie it into the whole Avengers universe, was Thanos' appearance. He's only in it briefly, but man, what a presence. Just sitting back on his throne like, I'm the motherfucking man. You can't do shit to me. I'm fucking Thanos. That's what it was like, and it was awesome because that's what it should be like. That's Thanos. I really love the fact that I could go into a Marvel movie not knowing the characters inside and out. Like when you go see a Spider-Man or a Captain America, or, you know, with DC, Batman or Superman, you go into those movies, you know who those characters are, you know what's out of place if they, you know, do something. But with this one, with the Guardians being so unknown, it was just awesome to be able to go in and see a movie like the general public sees these movies. It was fun. General impression is, I loved it. It was awesome. Go see it. If you don't want any spoilers, then go away. Go away. Go to the theater and see the movie now. And then come back and finish this video. Hit pause. Pause it. Spoiler time. I'm not going to get into all the spoilers because I don't want to ruin it. But I have to talk about one thing in particular, which is the thing that I was almost most excited for, and probably the thing I was most let down by. And that is the after credit scenes. The Marvel movies have been amazing in setting up future installments with their post-credit scenes. This one I thought was hilarious. I loved the credit scene, but there should have been one more, I believe, that, you know, kind of led into the future, which we didn't get in this one. But the one we did get was basically the Collector, who we have seen before in Thor the Dark World, in their post-credit scene, is sitting there with, you know, he's just sitting there because his place got trashed. And then Cosmo, the Russian space dog, comes running up to him and just starts licking his face. And then from off screen, you hear this voice saying something to the effect of, "What the hell are you doing letting him lick you?" or something like that. And then you see who's saying it, and it's fucking Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck. If you saw my trailer review, you heard me talk about how much I wanted to see Howard the Duck in there, and I got Howard the Duck. Thank you, James Gunn. It amuses me to no end to know that Howard the Duck exists in the same universe as Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, the Hulk, you know, all that super serious hero shit. Then you got fucking Howard the Duck. Thank you for that. Now, the thing that I didn't like though was, I feel that there should have been one more post-credit scene or mid-credit scene to advance the story a little bit. The overall Marvel Cinematic Universe story. I wanted to see something to tie into a future movie, and the next Marvel movie is Avengers 2. So I would have liked to have seen something there. Just anything. Just a little something. But we didn't get that. The one we got was great, but I would have liked one more. And that actually is my only real complaint about this movie. And it's something that happened after the movie. So that tells you the movie is awesome. The post-credit scene is awesome. I just wish there was one more that advanced the story. Now quickly, the Collector it was great to see someone finally break down what the Infinity Stones are and why Thanos is after them and why these gems are so powerful. And he did that, and I think that helped tie everything together, since, the Tesseract is an Infinity Stone, Loki's staff was, the Ether from Thor the Dark World was. So it's great to see all this stuff tied in together. I loved it. What did you think? Did you see the movie? Did you dig it? Did you hate it? Do you hate me? Do you want to make sweet love to me? I won't tell. Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, as always, like, subscribe. If you got any ideas for any videos you'd like to see, shoot me an email at comicsnerdsunited@gmail.com or on Twitter at comicsnerds or facebook.com/comicsnerdsunited. I'm out, bitches. Go see Guardians of the Galaxy.